Some of you may not be aware that I have a master's degree in history and international studies, and that I actually studied revolutionary history as well as pretty much world history. And I want to start sharing some of the information because as they are attacking history lessons and knowledge and books, those of us who have information, who have studied academically, who have dived into the archives, who really have a deep understanding of history, we need to start sharing it. If you have knowledge of history, if you studied it, if you have a degree in it, you need to speak about what you know, because some of the books that we studied may come under criticism by Republicans and try to be removed. They're definitely trying to remove them from the public schools, but they have a deep desire to get these stories not told, not taught, because of the power in knowing history. The power in knowing history is, number one, about the motivation of the individual. Whenever you see how people faced similar or worse situations, how they organize, you can learn your own strategies for how to improve your life. And it does this on an individual level, but also on a societal level. It allows for people to understand what to avoid from history, how to prevent bad things from happening. When you can look back at a historical moment and compare it to the present, you can better make a decision. Very similar to science. History becomes a science in that way. When you can say, oh, you know what? These various historical moments have similarity to the present moment. What can we learn? What can we glean from that past to make sure that we do better? Those are the things that the Republican Party is attacking. So I want to encourage everyone out there, if you have historical knowledge, and I don't want you putting up no conspiracy theories, I'm talking about real, true, academically supported historical evidence, because it's out there. It's not something that was hidden. It just wasn't allowed a lot of the time in public schools. Those of you who went to university probably realized that you learned a lot more deeply about history once you got into the university. But the stuff that was taught in public schools a lot of the time was chipped away at. And it was chipped away at by Republicans, including, if you remember, the former Vice President Dick Cheney. His wife was one of the major proponents for stripping down and creating a very Western, very European version of history curriculum to be taught in the schools. So I'm going to start putting up a few more videos where I actually talk about historical moments. I'm going to share those embedded within the conversations that I have about real estate and about business, because it is important. And a lot of my attitude and a lot of my philosophy is based on the history. It's based on what people have done before us. So if there's any particular historical moment you wanted to learn more about, drop a comment below. If I know anything about it, I'll bring it up. If there's a particular time period, I'll explain it. If I don't know it, I will be more than happy to find a source that does. Those of you who have watched to the end of this video, I want to highly encourage you to check out the digital archives at the Amistad Center, and also any of the museums here in New Orleans, including the World War II Museum and the African American History Museum. You can also check out the digital archives for the museum in DC surrounding African history. The digital archives will show you images and documents that you can browse for yourself and actually read and understand history from the people who were living it. It's a powerful, powerful asset. Please share the knowledge of accessing digital archives while we still have access. And save as much as you wish. Save them onto your hard drive, save them onto disks if you have them. Save the information so that way you can always know you can refer back to it.